Hello and welcome. It's another week and we are back again with your favorite magazine Outlook, and this is how the latest issue of this magazine looks like. It's a Republic Day special, and we have talked about on the cover it's a special issue, and we have a fantastic issue for you. By the way, I am Ruben Banerjee, the editor-in-chief of Outlook, and joining me in today's conversation is Puneet, who is our assistant editor. And all of us in this team, we have put together which I think is a marvelous issue, and it talks about something which is very, very pertinent. How just is a judiciary, and why have we decided to take one hard look at the judiciary? It's a Republic Day on 26th of this month, and on the judiciary hinges whether we are adhering to our constitution, what our constitutional founding fathers envisaged for us. And this particular issue is different in the sense because I believe no other mainstream media has ever looked at the judiciary the way we have. We have looked at it, we have tackled the judicial system that exists in this country from various angles. Backlog of cases, of course, we all know that crores of cases are pending at various levels of the court. But what we don't know, the common people don't know, is what are the other challenges that the judiciary has, from diversity, lack of diversity, to lack of transparency. Why is it so? Even languages, like we are a country where 161 languages are spoken, but most of the judicial pronouncements are only in English. So the judicial system, to a large section of this country, our countrymen, it remains inaccessible. Even amenities, like even if we concede that you have the money to hire the best lawyer and approach the courts, are the courts accessible? Do they have amenities? Well, to talk about all this and more, pick up this issue. Puneet, what do you think of this issue?
I think this is a very important issue, especially in the manner in which we've tackled the questions regarding the judiciary. Very often when we, in layman's parlance, when we talk about what's wrong with the judiciary, what one gets to hear is pendency. Oh, bahut time lagta hai. That kind of stuff. But what we've done is we've gone beyond just the issue of pendency, which of course takes most mentions. We've looked at how judicial magistrates are appointed, the lack of expertise of the law for a judicial magistrate who's ultimately going to, rule on your case at the first
line of
at
defense.
Trial or a district level. We've also looked at diversity in the judiciary, or the lack of it rather, because for instance there's this example of recently when the Supreme Court gave its judgment diluting the SC/ST Act. The act was about scheduled castes and scheduled tribes and the atrocities on them. All three judges who diluted the act belonged to the upper castes, and there was a lot of uproar on a different aspect, which is not necessarily about the law or about the courts, but about the fact that can people who belong to an upper caste actually relate to the issues.
And to stress home this point, it's a very interesting because the facts that have come through in these articles that we have very revealing. Right now only 11% of the judges in this country are women, and no state high court has a Dalit chief justice as of now.
Yeah. In 70 years the Supreme Court has had only 8 women judges. So it's not just caste diversity that's lacking, but also gender diversity that's lacking.
So, and why did we decide to look on judiciary? Because it's a Republic Day, as we said, and we celebrate the enforcement, the adoption of the Constitution, from which flows everything that what we are meant to be as a nation. And on the judiciary depends whether those principles, the constitutional guidelines that have been framed for us, whether we live up to them. Judiciary is one of the three most pillars, the other two being the legislature and the executive. And constitution, rightly or wrongly, is now the flavor of the season for whatever reason. There is a context, there is this protests happening, there is about CAA and NRC and all that. Where people have been reading out swearing by this constitution, they have been reading out at public platforms, they have been reading out the preamble. So it's the flavor of the season. So we said, okay, fine, we'll celebrate our Republic Day, but we'll also be looking inwards and doing a bit of introspection that whether we actually are in safe hands, whether as a republic we are flourishing as the way we should be, whether our civil liberties are still strong. And some of the things that have been revealed in this issue, it's absolutely spectacular, I would say, because I was never aware. Like, the courts are supposed to be transparent, right? There has to be transparency. And what this brings out is that we have an RTI Act, and the RTI Act stipulated that these are few categories which for the courts are not supposed to divulge information to the public. Now 13 high courts of this country have actually gone ahead and unilaterally added several other categories under which they defy information to the public, and this is in direct contravention to the RTI Act, an act made by the Parliament.
Yeah, and this is at a time when the Chief Justice, the outgoing Chief Justice, when Ranjan Gogoi, just before his retirement, gave a judgment saying that even the Chief Justice of India, his office should be brought under the RTI. But clearly there are high courts which are doing all they can to defy the basic spirit of the RTI Act. So even this lack of transparency becomes an issue. As Ruben was mentioning about the Constitution, interpretation of the Constitution, challenges to any wrong interpretation of the Constitution always land up in the court. So what has the court done, and especially the Supreme Court, what has the Supreme Court done to realize the vision of the Constitution for the common man? I mean, that's also another aspect that we're covering in this issue.
And the beauty of this issue is that these articles have been written in a very matter of fact, very simple. There are no legal jargons.
It doesn't look at jargon, it doesn't look at technicality.
And it's very simple, and what we have done is we have looked at the judiciary, the whole judicial system from various angles: diversity, transparency, infrastructure, languages, accessibility. Even cinema. And we have broken it down for better understanding. This is definitely, we are very, very proud of this issue. I think we have done a great job. Well, we shouldn't be patting ourselves on the back too much, but this particular issue being so topical and timely, it's given us immense satisfaction, and we hope that you all like it, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.